And we're live. Hello. I say good morning, happy Tuesday for anyone who's here live. And for anyone watching on the replay, hello and hope you're doing well. We've got about a minute and a half to go before officially 11 o'clock, but I wanted to hop in. This is kind of like the pre-show, right? Oh, love it. Love it. Okay. So hello, how are you? How are you doing? We are like bang in the middle of the holiday season, and I've been sort of rushing around. It's kind of a chill holiday, which has been great. We had Thanksgiving last Thursday, which was lovely. Hey, good morning, Daryl. How are you? I see your message about people coming to install the carport and a student call. So definitely go ahead. That is priority, but happy you're here for now. Love your comments. And we'll just check in. So this is a goal-oriented live stream, and the purpose of this live stream has always been to check in on our goals and to move forward. That's always been the purpose of this. So I'll just set that kind of intention at the top. And hopefully I'll be able to stay on for about half an hour. I'm really happy. My husband's in the office today, so I have the whole house to myself. We can just kind of check in. So I guess the format will be the first sort of 3, 4, 5 minutes we can check in, talk about the week, how things went, and then the next sort of 10 minutes can be what steps we took, reminder of what our goals are, steps that we took. They're here. You're awesome, Daryl. Love to watch your channel grow. That's Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle. If you haven't checked him out, go check out Daryl. So that's been the format. Check in on our goals. What are they and how to awesome. Glad you have 2026 goals, Daryl. And then, so what we did or didn't do this week, and then what we hope to do for next week to move us forward. So I have, with Thanksgiving, it was actually really lovely. And it was just exactly the right amount of everything. I was like, this year was great for us. We went down to Delaware to visit my husband's family. We went to a buffet restaurant, and nobody had to host, nobody had to clean up, which was great. The only thing we missed was having leftovers. So but we were able to cook our turkey the weekend before. So we did get in some turkey to have. So that was nice. We made turkey stuffing and cranberry sauce, which is our favorite. Our favorite sides. So it was just a lovely way to have all the best things. We saw my husband's brother and sister, his sister's daughter, so his niece, my daughter's cousin, and then two of the 3 older cousins stopped by Grandpa's house. We stayed over at Grandpa's house, which was nice. And then we came back on Saturday night, and we had Sunday to recover, which was great. And then we dove right into Monday. So here we are. So one of my sort of micro goals was to get this background updated. And I was researching feverishly on Friday, which I thought was the deadline to get it Friday, Saturday for Monday delivery. And I'm not sure what I think about it, but it's something new than just having the plain black wine fridge. So we'll see how it works. I'm glad that I have something different. I think that's cool, but it probably won't stay because I think I want something else. So I'm happy to have something else to try out. So that is kind of how things went for me. That was our holiday. It was really lovely. So I was happy about that. Okay, so checking in, and sometimes I've kind of come to a bunch of, I would say realizations, but understandings based on what I have. Apple Blonde, hey, how are you? How's it going? I found my sort of second channel. Well, this is my main channel. My other channel is my second channel that I use for watching my fun stuff. This is where I'm down to business. So Well Behaved Wallet is my down to business channel. We're talking about goals and setting goals because that's been the purpose of this live stream for the past, I'm gonna say 3 years. And I've got a ton of sort of back content talking about goals and achieving them, etc. And I've kind of taking the time now to assess where I want to go for 2026 and what's worked and what hasn't, because I feel like it can be easy to sort of set the goals and then, you achieve them or you didn't, and then you move on. But for me, it's more challenging to say, okay, what did I try? What worked and what didn't work and why? And then what can I adjust going forward? So it's for me harder to look back and say, what am I doing? What's not working? And how can I make it work? So that's what I'm doing right now. I have my planner here that I'm working from. This is just a Livestream, I think that's how you pronounce it, notebook that's numbered. So I made my own planner. And the beauty of this book is that the pages are numbered. So that's what I have. Okay. So I am setting my goals and intentions for the week. So priorities, I start with priorities. Priorities are going to be, let me look back at last week. So for last week, my priorities were work, family, and business. And I think that was the right order because obviously family comes before everything. But if your work isn't done and your work isn't good, then it's really hard to be present with family. And if your bills aren't paid, it's really hard to be present and fully enjoy your family. So that's why I put work first. And that's simply in terms of time and attention, because I'm in a situation where I've been at my job for a long time and I feel like I'm very familiar with the work. I enjoy it. My team is amazing. And I like working with them. I am in the process of reminding myself that I need to focus in the midst of everything else, because it can be easy, especially around this time, to get distracted. So I was proud of myself this morning. I actually went through and I did things that I needed to do, and I actually caught something that was incorrect. So I'm proud of myself for that. So that's also something, that's a goal that I'm working on, is expanding my I'm thinking like, oh, this channel is a lot of fun. And I guess it comes and goes, but it's kind of been a constant, and it's because this is where I want to be, and this is a type of work I want to do. I am posting content that is helpful to me and helps me become more of the person I want to be. I am an underachiever I'm a reformed underachiever, and I'm someone that wants to shed that identity as an underachiever and step into my period of full achievement. I guess what's the opposite of an underachiever is someone who works to their full potential. A joy to have in class. Like my best friend from elementary school and I are still really close, and we were like talking about that labels, because she was the one that was a joy to have in class because she kind of knew how to give people what they wanted. And I was not that child. I was someone who did whatever I wanted. I was respectful and I followed the rules for the most part, but I also kind of was creative and liked to come up with different things. Like I was the one that would put together little musical performances and want to do little plays and things and want to have time off to work on these things. I put together a class newsletter, things like that. Like, I was always very creative, but I did often get that label that I wasn't working to my potential, and that's something I'm shedding going forward, because that's just come up for me a lot lately. So here are actually the steps that I took for this month, or that I am planning on taking. I have my to-dos for December, which is going to be a little bit challenging because I have, because it's December. There are a lot of other hi, Jackie, how are you? So excited that you're here. I know it's the middle of your workday, but I'm always happy to have a new listener on the computer. Awesome, Daryl, super, enjoy filming. So I'm chatting about my goals for this month and then the goals for 2026. And I know some goals make people roll their eyes, and I get it. I understand, because that's how I feel a lot of the time. This channel is me working toward becoming the person I want to be. So for December, what I want to do is, I have 4 goals. But really 3 main ones. So the first one is to take an exercise class. I have been doing Pilates, and I want to try a Legree class, which is, it goes by the term strengthen, lengthen, and tone. Here, there's a studio 2 blocks away from me. So I want to check it out and take a class. I think it should be around $40, and I fully want to invest that. The next goal is to get to the gym 12 times. And these are things that are easy for me. Like fitness is something that I've already worked into my routine. Healthy eating becomes a little more challenging around this time of year, but I should actually make that a goal. So I was watching someone else's video yesterday and they said that they had like 8 tips for staying on track this holiday season. And they were saying that people forget that there are 31 days in December and they think that December is just the holidays, which are the biggest part, but there are 31 days. So if you pick 6 days that you're just going to enjoy the food and not think about it. Yes, Daryl, we did do 5-year goals in 2022. So for healthy eating, the main thing I'm trying to remember, I have 3 things. Number 1, I'm going to pick 6 days and then sort of enjoy those days and then be on track. The other, excuse me, the other 25 days of the month. So there's that. Prioritize protein and veggies, drink water. And those are the 3 things I'm going to do this month as far as like fitness and health go. Okay, so that's the second goal. And then the third goal that I actually took steps to do on yesterday was reaching out to 5 career coaches and scheduling intro calls in December. So that's going to be a challenge, but I'm going to do it. So I already reached out to them. Like I filled out the contact me forms for 5 coaches. And I have received responses from 2. And finding a time to schedule is going to be a little bit challenging, but it's something I'm committed to because I would like this help. So yes, health goals are good. Health goals are good. So yes, Daryl, going back to your comment, we did do 5-year goals on 2022. And let me find that video. Actually, I think it's in studio. Let me try. So lately I've been loving Kaylee Cohen strength videos because I'm trying to lift more weights at this time in my life. Okay, so let me look at content. So yes, we did those 5-year goals and they're so important. That was actually on my list for the live stream was to work out 5-year goals. And I'm still not there because I want to take a little more time. Daryl. Sorry, Daryl. It's his name. I know it sounded like Gerald. It's Daryl. He's great. Daryl's actually, is it multiple PhDs or just the one PhD? He's an actual doctor. And Daryl does a lot on financial independence. That's his handle, financial independence, retire early. Jackie and Apple Blonde are from the purse community. So it's kind of an interesting confluence. Jackie and Apple Blonde have some, just the one PhD. So Daryl, I'm actually looking at applying to Quantic University. I don't know if you've heard of them. It's entirely online. I haven't done a ton of research yet. Something I'm looking at because I've wanted to get an MBA for a while, but what I really want is to earn more money. And I don't know that an MBA is automatically going to do that. It's not going to do that automatically. So that is why I'd like to work with a career coach to kind of help me craft a strategy and a direction for my career. And a lot of them advertise, help with your resume, help with your LinkedIn profile, help interviewing. And yes, those are all good things, but I can Google and get that information. What I want is someone to work with me individually and help me craft the direction I'm going. That's going to increase my income. And this is something I've been trying to do for a long time. And I'm not sure why it's been elusive. I'm not sure why it's been eluding me. Quantic MBA. So the way I found them was a friend of a friend who, actually look her up, has a very impressive resume. She's CSM PMP MBA. She specializes in AI, and she went from IBM to Novartis, which I thought was a fascinating jump. My friend knows her from like a liberal arts college, Wagner College in Staten Island. So she's a technical project manager, or was a technical project manager, and now her title is Director Responsible AI, which is very kind of vague, but okay, that kind of says what she's doing. So she got her MBA from Quantic. I'm actually thinking of reaching out to her because she just has a And she's a Scrum Master. That's what that is, CSM. Very impressive resume. And again, she has a liberal arts degree, as I do. So I think it's really interesting. So those are my goals for December. Reaching out and researching the Quantic application process was my fourth goal. But what I really want is a strategy and a direction, and to know where I'm going, the direction I'm going. So that was for December. So 2026 and 5-year goals. That's for me. I'm spinning, but I'm gonna write out my December goals again. I think I might register for the Legree class today. And then career coaching. It should be like life strategy direction. Yes, it's a small school with an international student base. Yes. Entirely online. So my husband's sister, my sister-in-law, got her MBA from Rutgers, and I asked her about it at Thanksgiving, and she said that it's actually how she got into the pharmaceutical field. She's in pharma sales, which is very much her personality. She's beautiful, accomplished, well-spoken, and very suited for sales. I don't think I am suited for sales. Like her daughter even says that she doesn't want to go into sales. She's actually applying. She's applying to college now. When I met her, she was 8 years old, and now she's applying to college. So she is, it's crazy. She's, I would say 15, 16 now, 15. And she applied to Duke for early decision, and we're like excited for her. She should hear by mid-December. So there's that. And okay, so booking the class and career coaching are my goals for December, because I want to go into January having a clear plan of action for where I want to be. I'm actually looking up, I was looking at our goals. Let me see. I updated my channel and put in, where did I put my goals? Financial goals in progress under, are they there? I don't know where I put my 5-year goals. Let me check. Nope. And I will look at my videos to see. Strategy, December, maybe 5-year goals. 5-year goals. I don't know. Maybe I should look at like 2022. I will find it. Because again, this is something I've been wanting to do, increasing my income. And I keep not being able to do it. And I'm like, okay, what's the problem? And how can I do this differently? So that is, I'm going to call this the Getting My Life Together live stream. Yes. So thanks, Daryl. I have just started researching them sort of vaguely. Because again, I'm almost positive this isn't the exact. I know that getting an MBA won't make me more money, but I know that it will help me think in the way to make more money. Because what I really need to do is develop valuable skills and use them. So my thought was, well, let me behave as though I am making X number of dollars. How would I approach my everyday tasks and then live that way? So that is the way I try. Was it really just, that's the way I'm trying to approach this. I'm looking back at my content from 2022. That's crazy. Okay. Because I was stranded in New Jersey because my husband and his dad got COVID. And goals for 23. Goals can be so frustrating, and there we go. My 5-year plan. An MBA and a PhD. Yes. I acknowledge that goals can be frustrating, but it's better than not having a goal. If you don't have a target, you don't hit it 100% of the time. Okay, there's my original 5-year goal. To 2022. And did I set new ones? I wish I'd written them out in the description. That would have been nice. I did not do that. And then because I don't even remember them, so I'm positive that they did not come true. Come true. 23. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's in my live. Anyway, I'll have to come back to that. Yes, you have to set targets. Otherwise, you're not going to hit them. Whereas, at least if you know what they are, you have a chance. So it's just kind of approaching it very systematically and not emotionally, which is the way that I am prone. I am prone to be very emotion heavy. And so, for example, over the summer, I kind of set this goal for Amazon influencer because I was seeing some good traction there. And I was like, okay, I want to make $500 a month in Amazon influencer because I was making like 150. I think the most I made was 200. I was like, I want to get this up. And I was doing okay. I was posting 10 videos a week and just kind of continuing on. And I asked ChatGPT to help me write a plan for how to increase my income. And by week 6, what happened was I saw a decline in my revenue. So it had kept going up for 5 weeks. And then week 6, it went down. And I was like, okay, forget it. I'm done. So I know that was what prevented me from reaching my goal for Amazon influencer. And I also know that that's not a super high value skill. It's a skill and it's making me some money. It's making me like $200, maybe $150 last month. Actually, let me see. I will see how much it's making me this month. It's not a lot because I fell off. And for many things, that is what I tend to do. So I know that's a little bit frustrating. That is frustrating. Okay, let me see. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm checking my income for Amazon influencer this month. Again, it's not a lot. Oh, it's raining outside, and this mic is so sensitive, and I have my headphones in, so I can hear the rain on the window through my mic headphones. You ready to set new goals? Me too, Daryl. Can you put a link to your video in the description? Yes, I will do that. You have another person on YouTube who's an Amazon influencer. Yes, there are a few. Who are you thinking of, Daryl? Because I followed a few, and there's a guy I added an extension. It's called Oink for Influencers, and it's really helpful. So I have been kind of following him. But here's the thing: is I realized that Amazon is rented land. It's not my own platform. It's someone else's platform. Yes, of course. And I was leery of investing too much time and energy into that because I didn't want to invest energy into someone else's platform. But at the same time, I do want to make the income. And that's that second guessing is I know what keeps me from moving forward. And I've told myself the skills I learn building income on any platform will help me moving forward. I know this. And yet, okay. Let me check my income. And yet the actuality of that and investing, I'm like I could be doing more on YouTube. I could be building my own website. I could be building my own email list. That sort of I could be is not helpful. And that's something I've seen happen. All right. So far I have $4. I earned $4 so far for the month on Amazon influencer. Amazon videos in her channel description. Yes, I do that too. Ooh, Wealthy Tiffany. I'll have to check her out, Daryl. Yes, I do have links to my Amazon store in my description as well. Yes, I was thinking just sort of vaguely about doing a Vlogmas, and then I was like, no, because no, for a couple of reasons, and I could still decide to post content every day because I want to do it on YouTube. Because I have been posting on TikTok. Well Behaved Wallet is my handle. Wallet in Action is my nickname. I'll check her out. Tiffany Thomas, your wealth mentor. Awesome. Oh, I love it, Daryl. Daryl, your suggestions are really good. I will have to check her out. Amazing. Let me actually check my earnings for last month. 151, which is what I made the month before. Which is better than no 150. Oh no, it's a little bit okay. So I'm on sort of a slightly upward trajectory despite not really posting much. So I'm peaks and valleys. I'm earning about $150 a month, which for like an hour of work a month. You do shorts. Yes, you do shorts. My colleague's at a conference, and I'm chatting with her. Like giving her a pep talk. She just said she wanted to do more intros, self intros, and I'm like, yes, do that. You're amazing. Because that's something that I'm working on too. Like I'm working on speaking up more in group meetings because it's sort of two-pronged. I doubt myself, so there's a lack of confidence, and I feel like along the same lines, what I have to say isn't important. I don't want to hold people up for like silly stuff that's already been said. I'm not just going to talk. But number 3, it's like it all goes back to that lacking self-confidence. I feel like what I have to say isn't important, and that's not the way. And I'm positive that has to do with the whole wealth psychology. So something in there. Daryl, she looks exciting. I like her. Let me see. What else does she have? Oh, 9K a month. Wow. Yeah, but what is she selling? Is she selling something? I wonder if she is selling something. If she has a course, I'm like, oh, great. Over $9,000 with the influencer. Oh, yeah, she uses the Oink for influencers. Yep. Extension, free Amazon influencer group. Tiffany said, yeah, yep. Selling reselling strategy. Yeah. Awesome. She does not have a course. Okay. Interesting. Very cool. I'm excited to look at her. So that's cool. And we're doing well. Okay, 27 minutes. Super. Okay. So I plan for next week. So I reached out to those career coaches, which is exciting. And I kind of feel like what I need is a wealth coach, like a money coach. Interesting. I'm going to research that. Apple Blonde, yes. So for full control, you can create a blog and a mailing list so you won't have to worry about what changes happen in social media companies like YouTube or Instagram. Yes. So I actually do have a website. It's wellbehavedwallet.com. It is very poorly updated. I will put it out, but actually put it in the link in the chat. But it is there, and I just paid to renew. So yes, that's my website, and I do have an email list on ConvertKit, formerly ConvertKit, that I have been working to maintain as well. It's got like 23 people in it, and that's something that I would like to publicize more. So yes, please check it out. It'd be great. And let me send you the sign up link. Hold on. And I feel like every January, I'm like, oh, I should really let me push my email list more. And Daryl will remember this. I last year was doing really well. From January to June, I sent 1 email a month, and I like purposely stopped in June because I just didn't have the time or the energy to devote to giving it the attention it deserved. And it was frustrating because I wasn't giving it the attention, so I wasn't seeing the feedback that I was hoping for. So let Let me actually check because I keep getting their emails. Yeah, here we go. How long has it been since I've logged in? That's amazing. Okay. Oh, come on. Actually, is it the wrong account? Thank you, Apple Blonde. This is like very good. Yes. Send a secure link. Okay. Okay. I'm working to organize a potluck for my daughter's class. Oh man, Coinbase has some. It's pretty spammy because I keep breaking through my spam filters. Okay, awesome. So I do have an email sign up and landing pages and forms. Okay, simple. I have a meal planning incentive. Oh, I got one visit in the last 90 days. Super. Actually, Apple Blonde, if you anyone who's watching this, let me see. Share. Here is a link to sign up. Simply resume. That's awesome. To check it out. DA was getting the emails. Yes, you were getting the emails in your DA meeting. You say simply resume. Yes. Just simply resume. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just simply resume. I love that, Daryl. I'm going to write that in my planner. Simply resume. Awesome. Here's the link to sign up for my email list. You get a free meal planning template. 2. Let me know if it works. It is, and I will pin it. Oh, no, can I pin it? I can star it. That work? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So yes, simply resume. I love it. Okay, so we've been on here for just a little over 30 minutes, which is great. And I thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening. And I am looking forward to hopping back on next week, next Tuesday, 10:30 or 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and chilling out with you and not chilling, working, setting goals calmly, strategically. And moving forward together. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Take care. Have a great week. Bye.